And then today, for my little fun project, I was going to make a crucible. I see a lot of videos online of people doing this kind of stuff, but they never really showed how they made some of their things, which leaves something to the imagination, so you have to fabricate stuff yourself, which is fun and all. But I built my brother a clamp for his bow, so when he's actually working on a bow, like a bow and bow and arrow thing, he can clamp it down and safely tool the wood. And so I had bought this 4-inch steel for that, and I used a section of it, and this is exactly 4 inches. I have another cut of it, but I'm going to turn this into a crucible. I'm going to take this excess, I think this is 1/4 inch or 1/8 inch, let's see, yeah, it's 1/8 inch steel, and I believe this is also 1/8 inch, yes it is. So I was going to cut that, make 2 pieces like that, weld 2 of these pieces together to make a bottom for that, weld this onto there, and then for easy lifting I was going to use this bar stock I have, weld it to the corners like so, have it maybe come up maybe 1 inch, maybe 2, and have 2 holes in the sides, here and here. One will be for lifting, so you can use some wire kind of tong things to just simply hook it and lift it out. And then for pouring, I'm going to have 2 holes, so one rod will go all the way through, and then the second one will just lock into the second one to lock in place, so I can then pour, and that gives me either angle to pour with. That's why I'm welding it on the sides, or the corners, excuse me, not the sides. So I'm going to start cleaning this metal up, get it cut, get it ready, and I'll take some pictures or something of the process. Alright, here's a little update on the Crucible build. I have the 2 pieces cut down, and I put a slight bevel on each side, so when I get my weld in there, it should bite all the way through. I only have a 110 Millermatic, so this right here is kind of pushing the limits on this machine. So, but I think with that bevel, I should be able to get a good clean weld. Cleaned off the sides. Got the lifters cut, just need to drill the holes in there for the lifting rod, which I'm going to repurpose this old one that doesn't work at all, because it doesn't support at all. So this is 3/8 rod, so I'm going to drill these 4 out to 3/8, then clean up the sides so I can get them attached to this piece. Alright, thought I'd take a little break from grinding and a little bit of welding. I just cleaned these up after drilling the holes for the rods. I figured it'd be easier to drill the holes now than after they were attached. Cleaned up the sides of this little square tube here, all along the bottom, and then along the corners where I'm about to weld these on. So they're going to end up sitting at something like that. Try to get them as straight as possible, so when I go to pick it up, the rods will just go right in. Here's the bottom plate piece. I already did one side, and it's still really hot, but I went ahead and did a weld along here and just got done grinding it back down so it's nice and level. That side's all finished, and I'm waiting for it to cool off, so I'll go ahead and do the other side, and then grind that flat, and then should be able to attach it to the square crucible. So I'll update later. Alright, I just got the lifters attached to the bottom of the crucible, or the sides of the crucible. I just got finished welding it, so it is still really hot. The design that I have, I'm going to turn a little bit so you can see it a bit better. Doing all this one hand. I've got 2 holes. So the bottom will be for lifting. Lining up those holes, by the way, was not easy. So it will be able to lift the crucible. And the top, there I'm going to have a little top piece. It's going to fork into just the top first hole there, just to lock it in place so that I can lift and pour easily. Excuse me. Alright, now I just got to wait for things to cool and attach it to the bottom plate. And working Crucible. Alright, finally finished all the welding. The finished product. Alright, sorry, it's still hot. Welder back off, there we go. So let's see if we can take a look inside at all. There we go. I didn't do any seaming on the inside, welding rather, just because it'd be a tight fit. I don't know if it's required, because I got all along the sides. Some of the seams are kind of not the best, but I've taught myself how to weld, so let's get that light in there. Working on keeping the gun, you know, on a pattern and the correct angle and whatnot. This is really freaking hot. So, but I believe I have it all sealed. It should hold. Gotta let it cool down. But here's how I designed it to be. Now, if the crucible itself is done, the next part is the pouring shank. So, not sure if I'm going to start that tonight, but I will definitely make a separate episode for that. Yeah, if you have any tips, tricks, let me know, or any comments, post them below. Thank you.